And welcome back to On the Hash with Hatfield. Like, share, and subscribe to our CoVA Sports TV YouTube channel, wherever you're tuning in, be it VirginiaPreps.com, Apple, Spotify, X, Twitter as they call it still, Facebook, IG. We thank you all for doing so. We have a special guest with us. He's one of the top running backs in the entire 757 area code and, of course, in the Bay Rivers District for the undefeated Lafayette Rams, who are roaring again at 11-0 on the season. He's rushed for 1,151 yards and 19 touchdowns, and he's headed to play his college football not far from home. He plays his high school ball in Williamsburg. He'll do the same for Mike London and the tribe of William and Mary. We say hello and congrats to Brayden Smalls. Brayden, good to see you. How's life treating you? You got to be excited and pumped for your new college home to be finalized now, huh?
Yes, sir. Very pumped.
Tell me about what made you choose Mike London and the tribe, and I understand you got a teammate coming with you as well.
Yes, sir. Well, they're I love their culture. They have a lot of family there, like we do at Lafayette. So I love going there. They have family culture, and their coaching staff is like one of the best I've seen so far on my recruiting trip. So
Yeah, I mean, for you, you've been a part of this Lafayette attack the last couple of seasons, the wing tee, where you all mix up with different backs yourself, and certainly Breon Stokes and others that touch the football. What point did you say, I mean, maybe when you got to high school, you know what, I think I can do this beyond the high school level and then be a college football player? When did it kind of enter your thought process or your mind?
I've always wanted to play college football. That's been my number one dream. And getting to Lafayette, Coach Lynn is really taking people from Lafayette and put them in positions that he's saw them being able to be, and he's helped them move on to different levels. So that goal was very realistic from the time I stepped on into Lafayette.
Sure. Now, you're not the biggest of backs. Tell the folks what you check in at height and weight.
5'7", 160 on a good day.
But on a good day, okay. But you got some speed and you got some moves. Sort of describe what you think you do well on the field. And what did the coaches at William and Mary like most about your game?
They like my ball carrier vision. And that's definitely one thing that I've always made sure I have. You're not going to be a big back. You got to, make sure you can see everything at all times so you can react as quickly as you can. And then my quickness, definitely another thing that they saw in me. So.
Good deal. What have you worked on most in your craft these last couple of off seasons as you've built up to your senior campaign?
I gotta say my cutting. That's definitely been something, just reacting with my cuts and all that. That's always been something. As soon as I see a hole, gotta hit it full speed, 100 miles an hour. And speed translates to strength. So that's always been something I've been working on too.
Now, great for me, your senior season thus far. What have you liked about it? I mean, certainly to be undefeated and still chasing that championship. That's the ultimate goal here. You're 4 wins away from getting that done and 3 victories away from getting back to Liberty University, where last year you guys came close and fell to Liberty Christian in the title game. But what are the things that you feel have gone well individually, collectively, and the things that you're still trying to improve on?
Yes, sir. So definitely my leadership skills. I was named captain this year, so Coach Lynn gave me that opportunity to really help me out as a leader. And as a team, we've really, connected together again with that family culture. And every day we're looking to get better for sure. Last year we were looking to get better all times. The seniors instilled that into us. So that would be something that we're looking to get to back at state championship.
Now, your junior year, refresh me. What were the numbers like statistically? How do they compare to this season?
I believe it was 700 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Okay. So to get over that 1,000, Barry, it had to feel pretty cool. But now, I mean, you got a chance to get over that 1,500-yard mark, and I'm sure even better is to get it done with W's here. Tell me about the guys that help make you look good too, the ones that are blocking for you up front, and maybe a couple of, without giving away secrets, some of your best type of runs that you got, like, and I'm sure all you guys play the video games, and now that the college football game's back on the Xbox and the PS4 and things, but are you a halfback toss guy, a counter guy, a dive guy? What's sort of your best, when this is called, I know I can break one to the house?
As a group, our offensive line we have one of the best offensive lines in the state, I feel. Tight end, one of the best blockers out there. But we like to, 4 or 5 yards every now and then we punch it, keep punching, and then you never know with our offense, you're going to break one at any moment because you wear the defense down and eventually you're going to break a long one.
Sure. Tell me about this season. You've all had some quality wins. Every game has been by double digits, except that last one with Pocosin, 14-6 on senior night. But I'm sure going into the year, even though you've all been, championship level program for many years, there was some agenda things you had to get done, like beating Warhill, who beat you a year ago, getting a #1 seed. Take me through how from the start of things in August to now, where you all think you've gotten better at and what you have done to help put you in this position where you've got home field throughout the region playoffs to try to get back to states.
Yeah, I mean, like just taking the every week one step at a time. Coach told us to take one every step, so making sure you're doing the little things. And I mean, yeah, it's little things that you've done, little things translate to big things. And just by looking at every week, as its own week, want to know every week, it's really helped us get far.
Now, I'm sure you watch some college football and pro football, right?
Yes, sir.
Who are the backs you enjoy checking out, be it on Sundays in the NFL or when you watch a college game on a Saturday?
My favorite back in recent memory is Blake Corum at Michigan. Big Michigan fan. My dad played there, so I've always loved watching Blake Corum and his ability to use his size to his advantage and his speed, his jump cut, one of the best I've seen for sure. So that's one of my favorite backs.
Oh wow! So your dad played at Michigan. What did he play?
Played cornerback.
Cornerback, defensive back?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. And now in his prime, do you think he could tackle you?
Oh no, nah. I tell him that all the time. No, sir. I tell him. I say about if he had 10 opportunities, he probably get maybe 3 of them,
maybe 3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, right. But it's competitive in our household. So
there you go. For you, Brayden, I mean, this season to be over 1,100 yards, 19 TDs, you got your commitment sewed up. It's got to feel pretty cool. What would you say has been the sweetest moment to this point in the season? And any specific play, specific game, specific moment, maybe off the field, away from the game, as you guys, as I'm sure at Lafayette had that brotherhood and bond. What kind of sticks out to this point? I know it's not done. The journey isn't finished here.
I would say as a team, our off season, so we always have our meal before the game, night for the game. So that's definitely one of our best times as a team. Always messing with each other, stuff like that. But I say on the field, that Pocosin win, we learned a lot about ourselves, our physicality. We learned where we got the physicality. So that was one of our best on field moments.
That's pretty cool. All right, I can dig it. But so you had what's the meal like? What's the go-to? We got Thanksgiving coming up, so I got to know about it. What's the go-to? What are you crushing?
Well, we usually have one player. We'll do the lineman meal. Linemen will go off, have their own meal, and the skill players will have their own meal. And so usually at the skill house, our skills, we'll go to one person's house every week, and they'll cook something. And next week it'll be a different person, and we will play college football and stuff like that. We just play games or talk all that.
All right. Well, what'd you have before the Pocosin game?
I think it was wings. No, was that Canes? I think it was Canes that week. Yeah.
Oh, talking about Raising Canes, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Raising Canes.
Okay, not bad. I can dig it.
Yes,
Tell me about coming up here. You got Colonial Heights coming to you guys at Warner Stadium. They just won a 35-34 game as we see it scroll across our ticker. What must you all do? I'm sure that the fundamental things are being stressed by Coach Lynn and the staff here coming up, and you don't want to take anybody lightly. And you have that one scene people want to knock off Lafayette because there's a little bit of a target on your back, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're taking it again 1 week at a time, focusing on little things. Our fundamentals always we're working on that, and so we played them 2 years ago. They were a real nice team, real good team. A lot of speed on outside, so we're looking to contain that. But just playing our game, and it should come towards us.
Now, I mentioned it. You're going with a teammate to William & Mary. I think it's your long snapper, Joseph Williams. He's committed as well. Tell me about that. And I'm sure you might be looking at, even if they're not seniors, some other guys on that Lafayette squad, 2026, 2027, other players in the 757 trying to build something at William & Mary with Coach London. And you always want to have blockers for you, right? So tell me about what the dialogue was like between you and Joseph and anybody else that you might be trying to get you to join there at William & Mary.
Yeah, me and Joe went on a few visits at William & Mary, and we've been a lot of camps. We've talked a lot about it. We both, love the coaching staff, love the call, and staying home not too bad for us. So we love William & Mary for sure between both of us.
I've been interviewing Brayden, and we're almost done here. We'll finish up with rapid fire. We thank you for doing this with us, by the way, here on The Hash with Hatfield.
Yes,
Like, share, and subscribe to our CoVA Sports TV YouTube channel. I've interviewed a bunch of players over the years that have played for Mike London. They played for him at Richmond when he won a national championship at the 1AA level, played for him at UVA when he got a bunch of highly rated prospects, many of which were from the 757, Andrew Browns, Taquan Smoke Mizell, guys that played in the NFL, Quinn Blanding, Eli Harold. What is it about Coach London that sets him apart from other coaches that you've encountered and during the recruiting process? I mean, I always hear about there's just that family feel with him. What is it about what he's doing there that made it feel so special?
I mean, yeah, again, he's all about faith, family, football in that order. And then, I walked in his office talking about him. He treated my family as soon as I walked in there. That's a good feeling to have. So if you want to play for a coach, that's definitely a coach you want to play for.
Awesome. Last one before we do the rapid fire here. What would you say to a youngster out there that may watch this? He could be 11, 12 years old, or he's just starting middle school football, getting ready to be a freshman in high school, that wants to be that college football player one day. And he might not be the biggest of backs. He might not be the guy that runs a 4.5 40. How do they go about it? I mean, I always hear it's about the hard work, but take us through your process and how you started from ninth grade to now and what you would say as far as words of encouragement and advice.
I mean, yeah, again, about that hard work, but I mean, just trusting the God, and He's gonna put you exactly where you need to be. Not much to it. I mean, you just keep that hard work and keep believing. You're gonna get where you want to go.
There you go. I don't know if they can break off 96. Was it 96-yard touchdown run you had in the first round against Petersburg? I should say it was.
Yes, sir.
Is that your longest of the season?
Longest I've ever ran career. I don't know. Yeah.
So when your number got called, did you think it was a house call right away, or was it not until you
for sure.
First level?
I think everyone was a house call for sure. So
okay.
Yeah. It's always in the back of your mind. You look down the field, 90 yards, like But yeah,
you haven't had any call back this year on a penalty, have you? On a hold or anything?
No, I don't think so. I had a couple last year and my sophomore year for sure. I think I had 3 my sophomore year. So this year has been pretty clean.
Awesome. Let's do some rapid fire. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Brayden Smalls, the standout running back from Lafayette High, who we mentioned a couple weeks ago on our On the Hash with Hatfield. I look at him and Stokes, player of the year guys in the BRD this year, and we may see if he gets region player of the year in 3A, all-state consideration for sure in my eyes. All right, here we go. Brayden, what's your favorite TV show?
I think it is Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris. They did like a little remake too, I think, of that.
Yeah,
I
think so, yeah.
Like the original though, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your favorite movie?
Not much of a movie watcher. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's not something I like to do. But if I had to, anything Marvel.
Anything Marvel. Okay, so you got the little comic. I like that. Twitter or IG, or I should say X or Instagram. What are you going to?
Not much of a social media user, so I'm gonna say Twitter because that's where all my football stuff.
Okay. Late night snack. What's your go-to late night snack?
Goldfish.
Goldfish. All right, I can dig it. Sport you like most besides football is what?
Basketball.
Okay. Give me your favorite NBA player.
Steph Curry.
You're a Steph Curry guy. All right. You could trade places with one person in the world. Who would it be?
I'm gonna have to go with the president. I feel like it would be fun to, run the country. Talked a lot about that in history class. So.
All right. Last 3 for you. Who does the best impersonation of Coach Lynn on the team?
Tristan Harris.
Tristan Harris does. I just interviewed him after y'all's Pocosi game. I wish I had known that. I would have had him do the voice for me. Okay, well, remind him if you win the state championship, he's got to come on with us. Maybe get you and Coach Lynn all 3 on, and he'll do the impersonation. All right?
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Last two for you. If you can visit one place in the world that you've never been, where would you go and why?
Iceland, because I heard everything is pretty safe up there. So.
Okay. All right. I can dig it. And lastly, what is the best stadium to play at besides Warner Stadium?
I haven't played that many, or we haven't played that many, but I want to say Brentsville District, when we went up to semi, that was a great atmosphere. Yeah. Okay,
there you go. That is the one and only Brayden Smalls. Watch out for him as Lafayette continues its pursuit of a state championship in Class 3. They're 11-0. They'll be playing host to Colonial Heights, and Brayden's committed to play his college football for the tribe of William & Mary. Great talking with you. Congrats again. All the best to you, and look forward to seeing you hopefully on that journey to Liberty University in the state championship in December.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good one.
You got it. Brayden Smalls, our guest here on the Hash with Hatfield. We'll take a timeout and come back with more. You're watching our football preview for round number 2 and going around the 757 and beyond right here on CoVA Sports TV. Let's hear a word from some of the sponsors that make it possible for us. Stay tuned.